How to unlock the meaning of your dreams. Here are 5 steps you can use to help you interpret your dreams. My name's Ollie and welcome to the channel. I help people to interpret their dreams so they can understand where they currently are and what their next step is on their spiritual journey. As a bonus, at the end of this video, I will be sharing one of the most important and essential rules of dream interpretation that too many people get wrong. So sit tight. Here are the 5 steps to help you interpret your dreams. Number 1, identify and decode the subject matter of the dream. Now, these will come in symbolic form, and there can be up to 3 or 4 of them in a dream, depending how long the dream is. So I would suggest, and I would recommend, using Michael Sheridan's free symbol reference, which comes from tried and tested dreams and interpretations. I'll put a link in the description box below. And I'll just say that beware, there are a lot of incorrect dream dictionaries out there with a lot of baloney about dreams. Michael's is on the ball. It really is tried and tested, so very much recommended. Now, if you're not sure about the meaning of a symbol, look it up in a normal English dictionary, and this often gives you a clue about the metaphor that's being used. For example, you could look up an animal to find a particular characteristic that the dream may be referencing. So we're looking for the theme of the dream in this first step. So we're going to do that by considering 4 things. Firstly, the title. Give your dream a title, because that's what stood out for you in the dream. And that is a big clue for what the dream is about. Look at the location. What happens in the location? Ask yourself, what happens in this particular location? Or what's the function of the location where the dream occurs? Look at the colors in the dream. And colors are great because they always have the same meaning, no matter who's dreaming them. Even if your favorite color is black, black always has the same meaning. It has negative and fear meaning. But the colors come from, or the meanings of the colors come from the chakra colors. And so I've actually done a video on that. I'll put a link. In fact, there's the link there. If you want to learn more about interpreting colors in dreams, because they're really, really useful. And ask yourself also, to find the theme of the dream, what's the predominant masculine or feminine energy? Is it masculine? Is it feminine? Are there more males in the dream or more females in the dream? Or are there more masculine symbols or feminine symbols? And again, Michael's symbol reference dictionary will help you to find that. Good. Now, masculine energy is all about outwards action. It's about feeling confident. It's about putting yourself out there in the world. Feminine energy is more about the inner world. It's about emotions and feelings, philosophy of life. So that can give you a good clue as to the theme of the dream. So, for example, a dream titled "The Fast Car" involved a man driving a gold sports car down a busy street with the top open in a warm, sunny country. Now, the title shows that the sports car is the focus, so we know that the theme is about the dreamer's hands-on healing ability. And you can look that symbol up in Michael Sheridan's dictionary. This is backed up by the location of the warm, sunny country, also about healing, and the color gold, also about healing. So we also have a man driving the car, so the predominant energy in the dream is masculine, and that energy type is actually needed for hands-on healing. So in this particular example, we had all 4 theme symbols come up to highlight the fact that the dream is about the dreamer's hands-on healing ability. So that's step 1, identifying the theme of the dream. Let's go to number 2 now. Number 2, always subtract your reality from the dream. So ignore these backdrop symbols that occur in your everyday life. So these events tend to occur in your life every day, and they show up in dreams. They just do. So what we must do when we're interpreting dreams is to look for the differences in your dreams from what would be in your normal waking reality. Now, if you've experienced a trauma of some type, for example, an illness or a really bad experience, then you're often going to dream about that because it's just part of your experience. So just to bear that in mind. And another aspect of this step 2 is consider what is not happening in a dream and that you would expect to happen normally. In our previous dream example of the fast car, the dreamer actually did own a black sports car in real life. However, because the color of the car in the dream is gold, we don't subtract that car from the interpretation. It's still significant because of this difference in color. So that's step 2, subtract your reality and look for the differences in the dream. Step 3, identify and decode all other symbols and link them to the subject matter. We are aiming to use the subject matter as this kind of main theme, the main stem, and we're going to link other symbols that come up in the dream to that story. And this will be in a kind of cause and effect type of relationship. Now, if there are symbols that don't link to the subject matter, or you just can't see how they relate, then it might be that you have a personal association with these symbols and the usual archetypal meaning won't hold. So simply just ask yourself, what does that symbol mean for you? In our dream example that we've just touched on, we see the gold car being driven down a busy street with the top open. So we've got 2 other symbols here to interpret. Now the street symbolizes career and the open top usually asks the dreamer to keep an open mind. In other words, the dream is encouraging the dreamer to keep an open mind about his hands-on healing ability when it comes to his career. Step 4, is it too good to be true what's happening in the dream? If something in the dream is super positive, then it's likely that this is healing for an event in your life which was the opposite, basically. So for example, a lady in the dream who showed you great kindness and patience is actually likely to be a healing agent in the dream for when perhaps your mother was unkind and impatient. Usually dreams will track back to the conditioning we received from our mum and dad, who are the most significant people in our lives. If someone in the dream says that the dreamer is a powerful healer, let's say, and you go, wow, that's an amazing dream. Well, actually, it's too good to be true. It usually means that the dreamer doesn't actually believe that in real life. So step 4, is it too good to be true? Now, step 5. Everyone in a dream represents some aspect of you, your personality, your ideas, hopes, ideals, etc. So if someone you know appears in your dream, consider what their predominant traits are. And if that trait is positive, then the dream is asking you to take on that trait, to develop that trait yourself. If the trait that they usually have, or the one that comes to mind most often is negative, then the dream is saying you might want to just sort of tone that down a bit in yourself. An example dream involving this idea involved a dreamer meeting up with an old male friend who was wearing a peach-colored sweater and reading a newspaper. Now, in reality, the friend is very ambitious when it comes to business and career. The peach color and the newspaper symbolize a counseling ability. So the dream is encouraging the dreamer to be more ambitious, which is a masculine energy trait, and that's why we see the male friend being cast in the dream. So being more ambitious when it comes to her counseling ability. So that's the idea. People who turn up in your dream that you know, ask yourself, what is their predominant personality trait? Well done for sticking with me so far. Finally, here's the most important aspect of dream interpretation. And this is the thing that most people get wrong. So what is it? Everything in the dream is an aspect of you. Everything is an aspect of you. It's your story, your personality, or your subconscious beliefs. It's nobody else's story. And 99% of dreams are about you and you alone. And that is giving you spiritual guidance, and it's giving you healing of some type. Now, the negatives that come up in dreams are due to your subconscious mind or your subconscious mind's reaction to the healing and guidance message. Now, if you bear this in mind, you're going to be well on your way to interpreting your dreams accurately. So here's an example. Let's say you dream that your girlfriend is pregnant with your child, and in the dream she looks really pregnant. Now you might go, oh, is my girlfriend pregnant? Well, no, it's not about her. It's about you. Now, pregnancy in a dream is a great symbol to have because it means that you're about to birth a new aspect of yourself. Now, pregnancy is hard work, so there's going to be some work you need to put in there to birth this new aspect of yourself, but it's a really super positive symbol and message and it's about you. You are the one who is birthing this new aspect. So it's all metaphorical. Fantastic. Of course, there's a lot more to dream interpretation than these essential ideas that we've covered today, but hopefully this video will get you going in the right direction. If you found it useful, please like, subscribe, and share. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.